Good morning, good morning. I don't know what all of a sudden. Okay, we're going to dive in. If you're new here, hello, good morning. Hello and good morning, either way. But we start out with this breathwork exercise to really bring us into this sacred space together so we can commune on, it's like communing on holy ground. Because this is a sacred time, and they want this time to be treated as such. And so we take the time it takes. Is for ourselves too. They're doing this for us, so because it's good for us too. So here we go. We do a breath work where we breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, in this audible exhale, and we, whenever we breathe in, we're pulling up that beautiful Mother Earth energy, peace, calm, mothering. It's like that Mother Nature, grounding, all of that. And then whenever we breathe out, we are releasing, expelling all that no longer serves us, all the woulda, coulda, shouldas, what is. Also, when we breathe in, we are pulling down the energy from Father, Son, source light energy, bringing that beautiful, that bright, bright white source light energy straight through our crown and down our center channel, cleansing, clearing, aligning, activating, bringing clarity, inspiration, motivation, and drive. And so as with our energy fields, how it goes like this, it always comes back to our center, our sacred heart space. And these two energies coming together, bringing together this beautiful balance that then radiates out through our whole entire energetic field. And we do 33 breaths, and with that energy comes so beautifully filling and fulfilling to our energy field that we are then able to push it out even further and beyond, throughout our whole homes, and beyond that, throughout the walls of our houses, and into the Mother Nature, into the earth, into the trees and the land and the streams and the rivers, but also all the way out to the people of Gaza, wrapping them like cloaks, like warm blankets, with just peace and calm and I love yous, and you're not alone. So this is partially for the people of Gaza. So we'll do 33 breaths in and out, nice, and find your own steady breath, and just in nice and slow, and out nice and slow, in nice and slow, out nice and slow. It's kind of like, they say, it's kind of like finding that heartbeat of our energy. So closing your eyes, allow yourself just to get into this beautiful meditative state of it. We come into that, I can't remember the name of it, that whatever state that helps us connect in that beautiful way. All right, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last 3. Just finding your nice steady breath. I always forget to say too that if you wanted to lay down for your part, I can't do that because I'm counting, but if you wanted to lay down through this breath work, that's totally okay. You could always, knowing that it's coming, lay down to get ready for it, have a space and this ready to do that. I find for me, it's just so much easier to take these nice, full, long, deep breaths when I'm laying down. I don't know why it is, but sitting up for some reason, it feels more constricted. So, but that's just an idea for another day. All right, let's dive in. We're going to do our reading. Oh dear. It's so good to be here with you this morning. Thank you. It's so funny. So the tower is the one that fell down whenever I grabbed it, but I was like, I wonder if I hope that's not a sign it's wants to come back out to play today. And then so I just stuck it back in there and kept and shuffled it around, and here it comes back out again. So she's not done with us. She's not done with us. Doesn't that have like a dark goddess feeling? Isn't that like giving those dark goddess vibes this morning? Is Lilith coming out to play today? Love that dark goddess vibes. And then also too, like with Mary Magdalene, who is our goddess of the month this month, don't think that she's not like a good like 50-50 on her end. So now we have 8 of Cups. This feels like it's gonna sit right next to the Tower. I feel like we're supposed to do at least one more here. I knocked over my little kettle and I got the ash stuff from our little cone things everywhere. And I was like, oh, well, I guess it's going to be kind of like putting baking soda in the carpet. I'll vacuum it up later. But it definitely looks like I'm going to have to change out this cloth. Oh, that's an ordeal. That's okay, though. All right, let's see. That feels more like, yeah, that's 2. Okay. Look at that. We got the star again. They are not done with us. Okay, I feel like we're done with those. That's interesting. 2 repeats from yesterday. And just from yesterday, too. Not days prior, but yesterday. We had a cup one yesterday, too, but it wasn't the 8. It was like, I think it was the 4 of Cups. This is the Mary Magdalene deck by Megan Watterson. I do recommend it. The 7th power, anger is information. You got some releasing that needs to be done. Somebody got some pent up rage. Rage against the machine. Maybe we need to listen to some rage music for our dance time. I still haven't started that 33-day challenge yet. Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Okay, so it's interesting. So they have the tarot cards, because again, if you're here, been here before, you've heard me say this. How they have us arrange the cards seems to be just as important as how, sometimes as important as how, what the actual cards are. And I don't know which one. And today it's the Tower, Cups, and the Star. They have those like kind of standing up, and then laying down in front of them are these 2, but I can't figure out. I guess that's right. The 7th power, and this one here are down here. So that's interesting. So let's see where they're going to go with this. And so the center of the reading, it feels like, is all kind of pointing towards this 8 of Cups here. And that moon is looking at me. Because the moon's looking at that guy walking away. Okay. Oyana siano tuyano kuyana. Siano tuyano kuyano suyano tuyano oyana kiano suyano tuyano oyana. Iano tuyano oyana. Iano tuyano oyana. Iano tuyano oyana kiana siano tuyano oyana. Keep saying, I'm trying to figure out where they're going with this. They just keep saying, bathing yourself in righteousness, bathing yourself in righteousness, bathing yourself in righteousness. And I'm trying to figure out if they're being like righteousness or righteousness, like the like holiness kind of thing. Iana suyano tuyano oyana kiano oyana. And my phone's up there, or I would, oh, you know what? I'm going to do it right now because I feel like I'm supposed to. Like, I am looking up the definition of righteousness. And I guess I should say ness instead of news. The quality of being morally right or justified. Bathing ourselves in righteousness. The quality of being morally right or justifiable. And it feels like, so they're, so bathing ourselves in righteousness, like, it feels like we are arming ourselves, like we are dressing ourselves in armor, like we're getting ready for battle. That's the feeling that this is doing. It doesn't feel like, because you know how like in that there's those people that you talk about, the people that are all like righteous and like they know best or whatever, and they like, you kind of like think of Christians like that sometimes, where they make you feel bad about who you are. But this doesn't feel like that. This bathing yourself in righteousness feels more like armoring up, like you're getting ready for protecting yourself, like you're getting the battlefield ready, like you're like building your tower of protection against, you're getting battle ready, like you're getting ready for the hits, the blows to come by bathing yourself in righteousness. You are, so let me go back to that. Again, the righteousness definition is the quality of being morally right or justifiable. And then the little sentence is, we had little doubt about the righteousness of our cause. We had little doubt about the righteousness of our cause. And right now, sitting here today, I have no doubt about this cause. To be here with you today and each day that I can, showing up for ourselves and each other, for healing, for learning to be the best humans that we can be, the best versions of ourselves that we can be. So that is righteousness. So, because we have little to no doubt that we are meant to be here in this space, in this place, in this time period, doing what we're doing. So they're saying that we need to remember that down to our core, down in our bones. And we need to bathe ourselves in that, coat ourselves in that, armor ourselves in that. We need to put our armor on as like if you were Christian back in the day, or if you still are, and how they talked about putting on God's armor. And it's the same. We're putting on God's armor, but this time we know it's like the real truth in the matter, because our army could be totally Jesus led still today, and Mary Magdalene, his beautiful wife, and our leader of the pack. Sorry, Greece is coming through again. But and Mother Mary, we could still have all the same players, but we know the truth in the matter now and how it truly is supposed to have been this battle led in the righteousness of purity and love and light, and not the darkness that Christianity has turned. It's not like it's all of a sudden turned. It's been like that, but it's like now that the veil has been lifted, you can see the darkness in it. And I shouldn't say Christianity, religion, but Christianity in the definition, the terms of, it's the one way ticket to heaven. That's the part that's not the case. So if you define it like that, that's not living in in my opinion, is not living in the truth of the matter. Jesus is still by my side and one of my main guides, but he and I have talked about it, and he said that the one way truth and whatever, where you can only get in through the gates of heaven if you say, I am the one true God, I am the only way, I am the only ticket, that's an egotistical thing. Like, that's a man-made thing, like to put control in the hands of man. And that was not his plan at all, by any means. So God could be Jesus could be your guide and your go-to guy, but he's not telling you everyone else is going to hell, because they have like they're Buddhist or whatever. So anyway, I feel like we're getting off track. The whole point of all of that was, if you remember back in the Christian days, if you were on that path at any point in time, there was the God's armor and putting on God's armor, and it's kind of like the same thing like that, but it's like more like goddess armor, and this group, but with Jesus too, and he's like, thanks, so, but anyway, we're putting on our goddess armor. This feels like this is where the goddess energy is coming in strong today too. This feels like readying for ourselves for battle. This is like, yeah, and this is the goddess energy. Like, really, just like they just want to coat us. They're just like bathe ourselves in this knowledge that we are good. We are good, because it feels like there's a battle coming where we are really going to, like, that darkness it feels like this creeping, this rolling like fog, or that, one of those horror movies where it's like this black goo or fog coming rolling in, and it's going to be more and more going that you're bad, you're going to hell, you're burning at the stake kind of thing. You're, just really like throwing all the stones. It feels like so many stones are going to be coming our way. And they're like, just ready, just coat ourselves, like bathe in righteousness, and know that you are good. You are good and holy. You are truly, truly, fully human and divine. You're good. Never ever forget your goodness, your light, that you are full. You are so full of the light. Never ever doubt that. Never let the darkness of others cast shadow on your light. Never ever let the darkness of others cast shadow on your light. And remember that one thing that I've had to learn through this whole thing, and that I'm still getting there, is not to throw the baby out with the bathwater kind of thing. You can still remember some of the words of the Bible, and they kind of will come peeking in here and there, and it's okay. It's not like we're saying that, or we're ready to go over to the dark side again. It's just confirmation, different little ways of them sending you confirmation in words that you've heard. But Iana siano tuiano oina. And this verse has been told to me, reminded to me before in other situations, but it's just the same, but it's it's just funny though, because we're on the other side of it. But whenever he said, forgive them for they not know what they do, now we're talking about the Christians. Forgive them for they know not what they do, because they are and I don't want to, I'm not, it's, and I don't feel like it's all of them. I don't feel like it's like, but it feels like the church, it feels like religion, but I don't want to paint this picture of like just throwing them all in one basket, because I don't think that's fair. But there's so many that they are just, it feels like they have this dark fog over them, and they don't know what they're doing. It's like this darkness, and it's like kind of penetrated their, like blocking their thoughts or something. It's just crazy. But anyway, and so forgive them for they know not what they do. It doesn't help to like throw hate on hate. Oyana siano tuiano oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Some arguments are best won by walking away. Some arguments are best and won whenever you walk away. Because sometimes darkness grows when you feed it, when you're activated by it. If you're activated by it and you keep going back at it, you react to it and keep like you allow it to trigger you. You allow it to go like to make you combative and keep going back to it and going back, like you keep going back and forth between these people, whomever this is for you. It feels like maybe like family or something is coming at you with telling you you're going to hell or whatever it is. This week I've been there. But if they're coming at you with these words and you just keep going back at it, it's like that makes the darkness excited. It makes it grow. It's like yeast, and it kind of like, it's just growing and growing and growing, because they're like, that darkness is like, yeah, I'm making her mad now. I'm making her mad now. So it makes it grow. So they're like, the goddesses right now are telling you, girl, it's not worth your time. It's not worth your time or energy. Just be like, peace out. And go back to what you were doing before. Don't get combative with it. Don't feed the darkness by spewing out it's not going to help, because again, they're like coded in this stuff to where they're not going to be able to hear anything, any wisdom. They're not going to be able to hear anything that's makes sense to us, because it's not going to make sense to them. It's just going to be like bouncing off whatever that saying is. And so just don't even bother. They're like, just walk away, just walk away, just walk away. It's not worth it. What are they saying? Some battles are won. Some of the best battles are won by walking away. So be the stronger person in this. Remember to bathe yourself in this holiness. Bathe yourself in this holiness, this pureness, this love, this light, this protective armor of the goddesses. Bathe yourself in the righteousness of knowing that you are living in your truth. My body is covering in chills right now. Oyana siano tuyano koyana ana siano tuyano oyana. Okay. Did not expect this reading to go this way. What is coming our way? I don't want to deal with it. I don't like confrontation. All right, the seventh power, anger is information. Okay, anasiano tuyano oyana. Yano suyano tuyano oyana. Listen more than you speak is what I'm getting from this. Listen more than you speak whenever all this is coming at us. Listen more than you speak. It feels like there's like hidden agendas and listen more than you speak. Stay calm and steady because we're bathed in righteousness. We're cloaked. We are armored up. We have our shield of light. Listen more than you speak. Listen more than you speak. Let them just like babble on and on and on. And just listen, because there's like hidden agendas. It feels like hidden agendas. Like it almost feels like, it's kind of like, you know how they talk about, I don't like talking about politics on here, but this feels relevant. You know how they talk about, it's a distraction, like Trump and his games he plays, and I really doubt you're on here like being a good old Trumpster boy, so I think we're safe, but whatever. And not that I'm wanting to attract Trumpster boys anyway, so if this scares you off, sometimes you have to just walk away. Anyway, they say that like the games that he plays is like a distraction of different things, while he's like, oh, here, look at this bright shiny red ball over here, while he's over here being like the evil dictator. And so like with all the Epstein files and all the evidence against him, and there was just getting to be too much of a spotlight on that, and his supporters, some of them, there were starting to be little cracks in the seams of the dark shield that was blocking all common sense from getting in. And so that he was like, ruh-roh, can't have that happening. We got to keep them in ignorance. So we're going to throw out this whole DC's a wild mess, and now we're in a state of DC in a state of now my word left me. I want to say it's not emancipation. It's the other word where the troops are coming out of the woodwork to take control of the police and all that. God, it's the M word. Whatever. Perimenopause. Welcome to my world. Okay, so anyway, distraction. So they're saying listen more than you speak, because there's underlying threads of it's distraction stuff. There's distraction stuff going on, and so we need to pay attention. And it's just so interesting they're having us go here today, because they don't really talk about this kind of stuff, I don't think, with me anyway. So very interesting. But I appreciate the armoring up and the righteousness thing. I'm and all of that. So thank you for that. And then, okay, I've been talking longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Okay, so so what it is with this one is it's belonging. It's us connecting with each other. Whatever, if you have other groups that you're involved in already, then that's amazing. If you need one, we have the free Facebook group, but it feels like connecting with other light workers, which if you're here, just amen, you're a light worker, high five. You're not indicted. God, my words. You're indicted into the light workers. The country's been emancipated. Oh, I need to write my own perimenopausal dictionary. So anyway, belonging, connecting with other like-minded people that are also bathed in righteousness of, just of the knowing, the true knowing. And that sounds religious whenever I say it like that. That sounds like, it almost sounds like I'm but I don't want it to be. So don't let that sound like that. But you know what I mean. So anyway, because I don't want to sound like we're the one way truth and whatever, because it's not like that, because we all have our own path. It's like we know the one truth of the fact that there isn't one way, that we are all on our own path, and we're all like in this crazy web of the universe in our own little webs that's all connected to the same one web, but in each one individual webs. And so I don't know, it's hard to, but you know that you're here, you know what I'm talking about, even though it's hard to explain. But that's just saying that we're not going to hell. So if you're in that basket, you're invited to so anyway, they're just saying that, like, connecting with us, like connecting with each other and other women that are in this space of putting themselves out there and sharing their truth, and that you are truth, you are love, you are light, you are goodness, you are purity, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with you. So we must, like, it's like going to the bathhouse of light workers, connecting to armor ourselves so that it's like a retreat center, just being able to speak with each other and connect with each other. So they're just saying, like, just find your connections to help you be able to get through these times of stone throwing times, the stone throwing times. So, and they're not, so it just, I don't want to put any kind of like doomsday stuff out there. But I'm just, it's, so it just, they're just saying, like, to prepare, because this could just be you having to deal with Aunt Lucy right now. But we're not going to put any kind of like predictions or anything out there. But they just want you to keep learning each and every day to stand firm and solid in your truth. Because if this is a newer journey for you, and it's not super old for me, it's all been within the last decade. So it's so, but and it takes time to get fully rooted in, right, in our beliefs, and in our beliefs in ourselves, in the path that we are in, that we are walking, that we feel good and strong, and that we won't get just pushed out of the road, and been like, no, you're dumb, you're not supposed to believe this. Okay. I mean, we're beyond that, hopefully. But it's still like they want us to really, like, really feel good about who we are and where we are on our path, and not to be easily shaken from it. So connect with others, like-minded selves. I didn't say that right, I don't think. But anyway, connect with others that are like-minded. Coach yourself in righteousness. Bathe yourself in righteousness. Bathe yourself in your own truth and knowing. and just remember how good you are, and that you are just surrounded by the love of the goddesses, and just be battle ready, just because, and better safe than sorry kind of thing. And remember, some of the best battles are won by walking away. But remember to listen more than you speak. Listen more than you speak, so you're not missing any underlying, like, distraction stuff. And just remember gathering with other light workers. Very key right now. Gathering. So, all right. Much love. I think that's it. I'm going to go do the crystal card of the day and the tarot card of the day. So I hope you have an amazing day, and bathe yourself in righteousness, because you are amazing. You are amazing, and nobody should be able to tell you that you are not good, because you are so good. You are so good and beautiful and bold and curious and and it's just, that's how we're supposed to be. So much love.